Hey, welcome back. This is Second Run Gaming. I'm Austin, and we are in the middle of a battle that I really want to be over, and I really think may end up not going well. So, yeah. We'll see how it goes, but it doesn't look good. It really doesn't look very good. I'm gonna keep my two older, weaker units back just to give these guys some time to move around. Thank God. I really thought that there was gonna be at least one more bulwark. Like it's a no-brainer. But I was not expecting two more. That I'm not a fan of. So we're gonna try some creative stuff here. Kurt, I don't think can see our buddy from there, but he might be able to, because I did see that arrow icon. If so, we're gonna get him to try a follow-up here, because he's got amazing aim. Hi, Luna. Luna has decided to come into the recording studio because it's literally my bedroom and meow at me. Hi. Okay, back to the action. I'm gonna try to knock back this bulwark with Brett and see if that doesn't take him out of commission for a turn. Great. That way he's not gonna totally massacre my units right out the gate. I kind of want to keep my other dudes hidden, but I guess I can. I really don't want this rupture. Oh, thanks, Jan. Jan, I'm really excited about Jan, but so far, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not super impressed. God. I don't love that this rupture is alive. How close? Oh, thank God. Woo! Oh, that could have been bad. It could have been bad. Okay. Well, let's see who's gonna take our bulwark out. I'm gonna move Jan over here just because he gives the mark of Luyere over to Brandon, and I want Brandon to be able to get that experience. Nice. Because Brandon's been getting really good shots. He seems to be doing really good, so he might be the one that stays in combat. Jan, we'll see. Definitely want to level them both up. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, well that was, I think, the majority of the enemies there. We've really got... Okay, we've got another rupture, and we've got a bulwark hiding back there that I am in no way, shape, or form ever going to forget about, because I'm absolutely terrified that he's going to just wipe my fucking group. But I'm hoping that it's just maybe those two, and potentially one more rupture chilling around. Okay, he's aware that we're here. And I've still got a cooldown on my follow-up attack, which isn't ideal. Oh, Brandon leveled up to level 3, so now he has a little nickname, which is very cute. I'm gonna hit the bulwark, I guess, with... the flask really doesn't do too much. Kurt's almost dead. So I don't really want him to be the one to kind of have to deal with it. I'm going to move Jan over just so he can hopefully see the rupture. Okay, great. So the rupture's right there. I want to hit him for sure. Yeah, I think I'm going to pull Jan. He's really hurting me just as a human being with everything that he's done. Okay. Well, that's something. The rupture definitely needs to go too. which means that Kurt's gonna be in kind of a vulnerable spot. But fingers crossed, I can knock back this bulwark with Brett and make it be okay. Yeah, and Brett will take some acid, but Brett is doing great in the health department, so he's the one that can kind of take it. That's what I wanted. And Katrine cannot, one, really afford to step out of this tree, and two, do anything. She's down for the count. Kurt, I love you so much.
It was bound to happen sooner or later, so
yeah.
You should get used to this now. There'll be a lot more before we're done.
I know.
Remember, they're fighting for something bigger than themselves. Persevere, honor their sacrifice.
It was bound to happen. I'm sad that it was Kurt, because honestly, he was a huge help in this whole thing. He did a lot of the damage, and he will be missed. Okay, Jan, don't fuck it up. Jesus Christ. I just can't believe that I was so excited for Jan this whole time. And this is the thanks that I get. I don't love that Brandon is standing in the same spot as Kurt, but I'm confident enough now that it will be fine. Please, for the love of God, just Brett, you gotta knock him. You gotta knock him good. You can't. Oh no. Oh fuck. Have I doomed us all? Did I make a stupid decision? Okay, Katrine. Okay. Oh, thank God. She may die as well. But at this point, Brett and Katrine are so old that it's coming anyway. Oh, Katrine. There's another rupture too. Jeez. Chock full. This is quite the mission. I haven't played in a while, so I forgot, but the shit is starting to go down now. 70% on that, 80%. Still, give it a shot, Jan. Thank you. Redemption, my boy. Redemption. Okay, Katrine can hit our seed from here and not take corrosive damage, so great. Worth a shot. See if he can do it. Wow. 2 glancing blows. So it's kind of up to Brandon. Great. So we have a rupture left. He's hidden back behind that tree. I'm really hoping that he doesn't have the run ability to just explode right there. Okay. We're good. It's fine. I'm gonna knock him back just so that he's out of the fucking way. And then we'll figure out how to pick him off from here. Because if this isn't the last enemy, I'm gonna shit myself. Okay, it's fine. On the bright side, he's stunned, so there's not really much he can do. But I don't know if Jan can see him from where he is, so I'm gonna just dash Jan over here. And we're gonna give Brett just a second to catch his breath. There's another rupture. Okay. Okay. Well, it's good to know. I'm gonna try and blow up this rupture and see if that other rupture is next to him. It's not, but it's at least good to hit him a little bit. See if I can take him out before I move my other guys up there. And I think, yeah, probably the best move is just to huddle up next to Kurt's dead body and play a little bit of a waiting game to just coax out our last, hopefully last rupture. I am still genuinely happy and surprised that all 4 of these units are alive. Because, like I said, we really could have lost more. But I think we did it. Alright.
I admire your resilience.
The people made a hardy ruler.
Everybody leveled up. Jan leveled up twice, which is great. And we got double XP pretty much because of that bonus. So Kurt, I mean, you really sacrificed it for us, but you will be remembered. And I'm glad that we've got our main lines alive. And that our 3, OGs, mostly Kurt and Brett were there in the beginning, I'm pretty damn sure, were able to have at least one more battle before succumbing to the, age of retirement and living out their days in some sort of house knitting. That's what old people do, I think. Okay. Well, moving on. We gotta keep going.
Sound the horns of passing.
Praise be.
Tough, but now you've got an idea of what to expect from this campaign. Lots of horns.
The partner will return to your retinue. You'll have to appoint a new regent and partner to continue the bloodline. Your heroes await your decision.
So yeah, whenever a regent dies, you pretty much get to shake up the regent and partner and pick new people. Kind of sucks for whoever's married to whoever dies, because then they're kind of just really old and on their own. So usually I induct them into the Sage Rights Guild or put them somewhere else if I need to. Damn, we lost Ender. But that's the thing. If you don't like permadeath, this game can be really tough because, like, in a playthrough of XCOM or a playthrough of Fire Emblem, like, you will lose people, but usually, if you're reckless like me, you still only lose a dozen at most. Most people that play those games lose either 0 because they, really, really try really hard, or they lose, like, a handful. And so, unless you're playing, like, the really old XCOMs from, like, the 90s, you're not losing dozens of people. But in this game, with just the time aspect, like, everybody is not gonna make it, like, no matter what. So it definitely, I don't know, it pulls on my heartstrings a little bit more than I thought. So Brandon is amazing. He's also got low fertility, so he was already kind of set for the combat lifestyle, and he's leveled up enough to get himself a nickname, which means he's in real good standing of having a relic. You can only usually pass down 1 relic, I think, from each keep. It might be more, I just maybe haven't gotten to the point where I've done well enough to have more than 1, but either way, usually you're passing a relic down onto another member of your family, so usually that's like 1 person in a generation to the next best person. So I think that Jan, even though he has that great mark that is super helpful, I think he's a better set for the region, and it has to be one of the 2 of them to continue the line. So Jan, my boy, you did great. You missed a lot. You missed more than really anybody. But you're 16 and you're in charge of a whole kingdom. Now the tough part here is that I've only really got 2 people that are available. This is where I'm gonna maybe have to research to get some more heroes, just so that there's people around. We're gonna, I don't know. This is tough. We'll see. Increased dexterity, which is really good for that class, but I don't like any of their other things. Brainy, but decreased strength, decreased max HP. That's 2 bad ones as well. I think Katrin will finally have a chance, but she might also get a relic if she survives to do one more fight. So yeah, we'll just throw Sarisa in there for now, and you know, see if we can't get a couple people into the Liu lifeline. Wow. Yeah. So yeah, most of the originals are no longer around. Wow. Well, Sarisa made it 2 whole years. And no kids happened. But Rosemary is around, which is freaking great. I'm gonna check though, because I'm a little worried now. So okay, Asharon is 50, and Simone is 59, so they're probably still okay for a little while, and they have a bunch of kids, and by the time, yeah, someone will be able to take over. So Rosemary is pretty great, increased sight, increased chance to have children, so she's good for a regent too. This is a perfect match, actually. Hell yeah. Okay, that worked out really nice. Okay. Now I'm feeling a little bit better. We can keep moving, or not.
Seems like this came just in time. You were starting to get that look.
What look? I had the same face for years. People always said it was rather inviting.
I wasn't talking about yours.
Oh.
Okay, so James Landia, who we haven't really fought with ever, but has been around since the beginning, is involved in something. So riot control. The corruption spreading in Ebbat Marsh hasn't been taken well by the populace, and the simmering anger has been worked into a frenzy by notorious Chalice criticizer Saltus d'Aubigné, resulting in riots. It being a region close to James Landia's heart, your hero has offered to ride back to Ebbat Marsh and attempt to quell the escalating fear and violence. So basically with the lore, like, all of your heroes are from surrounding areas like the keeps and everything in the region, but when they become heroes and are anointed by the Chalice, they then live in the keep and they don't see those areas. So naturally that means that the Landia family, I guess, is from Ebbat Marsh or some bullshit like that. So our options are, we can either send James to Ebbat Marsh to begin peaceful negotiations with rioters, or we can order James to infiltrate the rioters and assassinate Saltus, destroying them from within. Or we can allow James to help, but within the confines of the capital. It's tough because I definitely don't want him to assassinate anybody. I think him helping from the capital is good, but also I don't really know how much help it's going to really have anyway. The risk, though, in sending someone out there is that they are rioters, and since Saltus has criticized the Chalice, it could mean bad news bears for our Jamesy boy. That being said, James is old and doesn't have much going on in the capital anyway. The only thing I'm worried about is just that we're running so light on units that we might kind of need him as fodder, for lack of a better term. Really quickly, I'm just gonna see, it would take 3 years to discover new heroes. And we do have some people that are coming of age. I think I'm going to send them just because the peacekeeper in me wants to try and help. So the journey home. James leaves for Ebbat Marsh without a weapon. I won't be needing it. James Landia has been ruined for your retinue. So we'll get updated on him relatively soon. It shouldn't take too long. Usually it's like a year or two or something like that. So... yeah, fingers crossed that everything is okay. The Crucible has been completed. We're running out of people.
Your heroes, Crucibles are where the training regimens for the nation are set.
Anybody can become a standard, but the more experienced one is, the more that will be passed on to trainees.
And if the regimen is good, the trainees can even pick up skills from their standard to make up for their weaknesses.
It is a lonely post, however.
I don't know about that. Those training dummies are pretty lifelike.
So yeah, basically this is the Crucible, and it kind of orders it by experience, but so if I appointed Brandon, he would give every other unit in my roster 50 experience a year, but he would also potentially rub off the Rebel and Lone Wolf traits, which are not good for this type of game usually. almost everybody has the rebel trait. I really kind of want to not have that happen, because the rebel trait can mean that you get opposite traits from your teachers, which is kind of good, but incredibly unpredictable. That being said, literally everybody has a rebel trait. The other thing though is I only have 5 people in my roster, so even though the Crucible is done, I may leave it empty, just so that I can... I don't know, have a 5th person. But no, at that point, fuck it. So Katrin would add Rebel, Cocky, and Pack Hunter, whereas Brett would add Rebel and Stalwart. I think I'm going to go with Brett, just because that's a way, again, for the Landia line to do something cool. Sarisa was a regent kind of very briefly. James is on a pilgrimage. It just makes sense that Brett would kind of do something, I don't know, for his people at this point. So Brett's going to become the standard
It's the only
of the
job
Crucible.
I'd ever be interested in. Not much danger, sure, but you get to fight every day and inspire others, all to the cries of struggle and incapacitating injuries.
Sounds relaxing.
Right?
So naturally, I'm probably going to run into the cadence immediately now and be underprepared, so... okay. Althea has died at the age of 71. Our first Sage Right is no longer with us. We've got Tyler and Susie. But yeah, see, like, they can live pretty long. Susie's 74, and that's because she was the one that, yes, had longevity, which is crazy. Like, she's outlived her brother by 20 years. Did I accidentally get Kurt killed? Maybe. But we don't talk about that. It's fine. It sucks, is like, I'd want to add Amanda, but she only adds 1 intuition. I would add Katrin, but I really don't want to be in a fight with just 3 people, so I'm gonna wait just to see. How many kids do we got going on? So we've only got 1 kid in House Leo right now, but that is because we just switched over regents and everything. He's 6. Okay. And then how about House Raiden? Do we have a lot of people that are about to be of age? So Lavix is almost 15, and then we have a bunch of people coming up, but they still have a couple years on him. I just feel like another cadence battle is coming up pretty soon. Okay, and 6 and 4. So yeah, I think I'm gonna at least wait until that person has come of age to appoint Katrin into the Sage Rights Guild if she's still alive. Oh shit! Hell yeah! Frenemies! James Landia has returned, along with the riot leader Saltus d'Aubigné. Apparently during the peace meetings they felt a certain kinship with each other, and after some investigating they realized it was because they were both attuned to the Chalice. Once the shock wore off, Saltus diffused the riots and asked to join the war effort because he clearly has more to learn. We just got a hunter who's 20 and can just be there. Yes. I don't even need to be researching for heroes right now, but I should be because it's smart, because it's literally just 1 guy. But anyway, we're gonna look at him now. So he's dim-witted, great. But he has intuition. That makes no sense, but whatever. Okay, but he's a hunter, so we have somebody. That means our roster is back up to 6 people. It's still real weak because we have Amanda as the alchemist. So I'm not gonna induct Katrin. Even though it would be cool to have her there, I do feel like if I can hold on to her for 1 more battle, she may get a relic. And if I can't, I don't know how long she'd really be in the Sage Rights Guild for anyway, so. Oh god. Speaking of which, anytime you hear sad piano music, it means somebody died. So that was when Althea died. Who died? God, I knew it. Well, Lavix came of age, which is good. But Catherine died. And she did not ever have a relic. But she did a really good job. I was happy with her. She was kind of one of my mains for a while. Asharin is still alive. because, right, he's a regent, and he had a bunch of kids. And Evie, poor Evie, is missing. And will probably never, ever return. Because it's been like 15
At
years.
least they were together at the end.
That's better than what most people get.
Oh, Simone. Okay. Yeah, once they get up into those old ages, it's real tough. Okay, so Asharn is still 54. He's still a regent, and he's fine. Amanda, weirdly enough, is the only person that he can actually wed, and she was the partner of another regent, so back into the regent life. Cool. That works out really great. We'll see how long they can be happy together. Hooray! So our research is completed. A small group of Chalice attuned citizens have been found and added to our heroic roster. Let's take a look. These, honestly, a lot of these people are really helpful for if I do build another keep and want to get an alchemist in there. I'm seeing that we got a shit ton of alchemists, so that's super possible. Or if we're looking for people to either move into the Sage Rights Guild or the Crucible, or marry into the keeps that we have. Because you don't want to start taking too many from your other groups. Like, I don't want to take a bunch of Leos from their own keep to then marry into other keeps, because then you run out of people. So we've got Min, Scout, Landish. Awesome. They seem like they could probably do well in the Regent category. Got Zarvin Mortagnus. Sounds like a Disney villain. He's oblivious and a reveler. I already don't like him. Got Mark Norrit. Okay. He's okay. For an alchemist, I guess. Ashley Vesti, strong-willed, which I like a lot. I like consistency. I don't think that she's slow or reckless. But traits are what gets passed down, personality not so much, so she could be a good front runner for having her own keep. And then Su Xing Fu, nearsighted, low fertility, and slow. So this could be someone that maybe fights, but also potentially somebody who works in the Sage Rights Guild. And then Lavix is just one of the recent people. I think that's everybody. So yeah, we got. But now we have got at least more people. Okay, so we got to pick another thing for researching. And I said last time, before I panic researched a bunch of heroes, that we would start to get some health stuff going. So I am going to research the health vial, and probably after that research the Vital Bland, just to get those in there. Brett. Well, he had a good run. He was standard for a couple years. That's good. James is back and is 70 years old. Oh my god. He also is... I really don't like the traits that he can give off. Let me see here. I think we're gonna do it anyway, just because he does give him a lot of experience, and I don't know how long he's really gonna be a member of the Crucible, so he gets to do one more cool thing with his life. And Asharn has passed away. So now we get to appoint a new regent. We've got Lavix, Leaf, and Githane. So Lavix has strength, but decreased HP. We can move pretty fast. Overall, pretty good stats, honestly. Leaf is similar, but they're pessimistic and they're slow, which isn't great. And then Githane... Ooh. Okay, Githane is great. Strong-willed, hardy, rebel, but stalwart and tranquil. This is pretty good. I think it's going to be Githane. Okay. And Min Guy Bountiful, Quick Study, and Tranquil. Yeah, I think that's gonna work really well. Ooh, but it does mean that they would just be a standard ass Caberjack. I don't think there's really a way around that. It could be a Blast Capper too, Strong-Willed, but I don't think that Ashley is as good of a match, and she might potentially have her own. Though I guess Min could have her own too. But no, I want an alchemist to do that. Yeah, I guess we'll just have normie-ass Caberjacks for a couple decades. Cool. All right, well, we have pretty much run the gamut on having a whole nother generation of people in. So pretty much everybody that we started with, save for James Landia, is I think gone. So yeah. I guess we're moving into a new generation of our Massive Chalice run. We're almost at 50 years, which means we're getting there. 300 years is a long time, but 50 years, that's we're moving in the right direction. So anyway, thanks for watching, and see you next time.